everybody, welcome. So today I want to talk about something that has been getting on my nerves, and that is this contention that gloves don't work, that masks don't work, that gowns don't work. Not gowns yet, but that'll be the next thing, is that gowns don't work. I'm tired of hearing that PPE is not effective. PPE literally means personal protective equipment. So that's gloves, gowns, masks, face shields. In the P4 labs, they literally have, it almost looks like a space suit. It's a complete enclosure. And I'm really getting sick and tired of people saying that gloves don't work. So there's all this stuff on the internet. They're saying gloves don't work. Actually, you don't need gloves to go to the... I'm just tired of it. All you have to do is look at people that are treating people that are infected with coronavirus. What are they wearing? And if you want to protect yourself against coronavirus, wear that. It's very simple. People that, a nurse that goes in and treats an Ebola patient, would they go in without gloves? No. So why, like, if you are wearing blue gloves on your hand, I've seen this, is disgusting. People be wearing gloves and they'll be like touching their face. Touching their face with their blue gloves. It's disgusting, but I think that for most people that are wearing gloves will look at their hands and they're blue now. They're probably less likely to touch their face. And I think that's most likely the purpose of the gloves, is that you just don't touch your face at all while you're wearing them. And another thing about gloves is that they work if you change them all the time. So there's obviously a shortage of things. There's a shortage of gloves. There's a shortage of masks. And I think there's just all this bullshit on the internet because it's being spread by people who, they have a kind heart and everything. They just want to spread an idea so people don't buy things like gloves and masks. So they save them for the people on the front lines. The problem is with that is that when these ideas are popularized, or the CDC will say, actually, we don't recommend gloves because they're trying to save them for people in the hospitals. The people in the hospitals won't get the gloves because the administrations will say that, oh, CDC recommends that you don't need gloves. So it's kind of a catch-22. The best thing to do is actually to be honest to people. And the same thing with the masks. I heard, you can look at my old videos that talk about masks. Ever since I heard about this going on in Wuhan, looking at Twitter and images of people standing in line, people line up in hallways, and everybody was wearing a mask. Everybody in China has been wearing a mask. They are still wearing masks. They're sitting there applauding. They're applauding, oh, we have totally destroyed coronavirus. And they got surgical masks on, N90. The higher up you are in the party structure, the higher you go up in the Communist Party, the better your mask is. I mean, they're all wearing them. And then in this country, they say, oh, they don't work. It's like, how many people have to die before you're just completely honest with people and just tell them, say, we don't have enough masks because we're stupid and we decided to let China manufacture them all for us. So we were to ask you to sacrifice for your country and not wear masks and gloves when you go to the grocery store, especially if you're younger and you could survive a coronavirus. Fine, just say that. But don't lie to us and say that masks don't work and gloves don't work, and then, oh, all of a sudden, the governor of Maryland is now telling us that we can go to jail for a year if we don't wear them in public. So, all the lying, I think we're better than that as a country. We don't need to lie to our citizens. I think we're all patriotic enough to do the right thing if we need to conserve gloves and masks. But lying actually has an opposite effect of people that are on the front lines. Like, if you work in a company that they don't want to provide PPE for you because it's expensive. They'll say, oh, CDC guidelines says you don't need gloves when you go to the grocery store. You don't need gloves when you're out in public. So doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose? Aren't we trying to protect people? So I just wanted to rant a little. I wanted to throw that out there. And honestly, we need to start making things here. It's a strategic imperative that we make things here. The Communist Party in China does not have our back, obviously, unless they're holding a knife. So I hope you all found this interesting. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I want to thank you guys for watching. Thanks a lot.